Hey everyone, today is the next instalment of my New Year's Eve makeup looks. I came up with this for you. It's a super dark smoky eye and a nude lip. I used mostly Makeup Geek eyeshadows for that, and the lips are the NYX liquid lipstick or the lip lingerie in Bedtime Flirt, which I love. This was inspired by a look I actually did on myself about 3 years ago. I've changed it up a little bit to make it more smoky and a bit more dramatic, and given it a nude lip, and I haven't added any glitter this time, but of course you could do if you wanted to the inner corner. That'd be really cool. But anyway, if you like this look, then keep watching and I will now crack on with this tutorial. As I'm doing a smoky eye, I'm going to start with the eye makeup first because there will be fallout from this, so I'm just going to dot some of my concealer onto my eyelid prime, and then set the entire lid with a fresh coloured eyeshadow. I'm going to put down a base. This is Granite eyebrow pomade from Freedom London. It is a brow pomade, but I use these as cream eyeshadows, and I'm just using a little flat barrier brush. I'm just going to pop that all over the lid. Just a tiny amount of it. I'm just going to stop at the crease. It doesn't have to be neat. Just try and smooth it out as much as you can. Then I've taken it just a little too far into that inner corner, so I'm just going to use a cotton bud just to clean that up. Then I want a nice fluffy blending brush. This is a Delicioso 776, which doesn't normally look this fluffy, but it's quite old and over time it's splayed out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Makeup Geek Corrupt, and I'm going to literally dot my brush in it and then dot it into Mocha. So I want the tiniest amount of black because it's so pigmented, and then I'm going to start just blending that into the crease. So just start blending that in, because we want to have a blended crease. We want to have a blended crease before you start putting black all over the lid. So I'm just going to keep using Mocha from Makeup Geek, and I'm not adding any more black. Okay. Again, does not have to be perfect. In between blends, I'm just wiping my brush off on this stippling sponge to get some of the colour off, and then just going back in and blending it, and then just going back in and blending it. And what I'm trying to do is not take it up any higher than about halfway between my crease and my brow. Once I'm happy that I've blended the crease a little bit, I'm going to go back to that same flat brush and I'm going to dip it into Corrupt, which is the black Makeup Geek shadow, matte black. This is the blackest black eyeshadow I've ever used, and it's really super pigmented and dark, which is why I'm using just the tiniest amount on my brush and I'm really tapping it off well. You can use any black shadow you've got, and putting this base on underneath is going to help it be more opaque. But if your black shadow is not as pigmented as this, I would build up that black a little more. Now with a very fluffy crease brush, this is like a really old no-name brush. I have no idea where I got it from, and it's probably animal hair, I don't know. But I'm going to go into Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. I'm going to use that to further blend the crease, but also to warm that up a bit. I'm just going to use that same brush, wipe it off, and then I'm going to blend out the top of that Cocoa Bear with Peach Smoothie so that it looks soft. Then I'm going back into my flesh coloured shadow, which is Touch Me by Makeup Revolution. Just putting that right up under the brow. Pack that on quite a bit. And use it just to clean up any edges as well. At this point, I'm going to take a bit of black eyeliner. This is Kat Von D's True Pearl liner, but you can use any liner you like. And I just want to make sure that the very lash line is dark. You're not going to really see it. Next I want a tight line, because with a look so dark it looks very odd if there's a sort of white space underneath your lashes. Now if like me you struggle doing that with a pencil, try using a gel liner and a brush. This is the Real Techniques fine liner brush, and it's got a silicone tip. Silicone liner brush it's called, and this is Makeup Geek's gel liner in Immortal. A little bit dry, but it's fine. And then what I find is it's best to look down into your mirror. Sorry if I'm flashing up my nose, don't think I've got any boogers. And then just sort of wiggle it into that waterline. Okay, then I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara, not too much because I'm going to add lashes. And then I'm going to take a little makeup wipe because I've got some fallout. At this point just take a really good look and see. Sometimes some of the black will transfer, especially if your eyes are a little bit hooded like mine. Go back to your blending brush. Just blend anywhere that needs it. I'm going to take some of that same gel liner on that same brush as well. I just decided, and I'm going to line my lower waterline with it. And then I'm going to take a kohl pencil and go over the top of it because it's a little bit patchy, but hopefully the two of them together will keep it on a bit longer. This one's some gouache. Okay, to finish off the under eyes, I'm going to take my beloved Furless PPE2 brush with a tiny, tiny dot of the black eyeshadow. And just sort of stamp that under the eye. And just blend the underside to the edge to match it up. Then I'm going to take this little teeny brush. This is a Delicioso 716 brush. I think it's a Smoky liner brush or something like that. And I'm just going to blend it with no product on. Then with a pencil brush, this one is from Fibres, which doesn't have a number or anything on it. I'm going to go back into my Makeup Geek shadows and pick up a bit of Cocoa Bear, a little bit, and just use that to blend out the bottom of the black. I just want a clean, totally clean blending brush. This is a Pro 11 eyeshadow brush, which I think is from MUA. And I'm just gonna blend. Blend. There's a lot of blending in a smoky eye. I'm going to add a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. I am also going to apply some falsies. Now, if you use anything that's too subtle, you're just not going to be able to see them because of all the black. So you will need something quite dramatic to be able to see them. So I'm going to use these ones from Superdrug. They are the Intense Volume Edition 30. For blush, I'm going to use Milani's Delicioso Pink, which I know looks crazy, but I'm going to use a duo fibre brush to only apply a little bit. Sleek Solstice palette to highlight. I'm going to take this gorgeous shade here. Just so pretty. I think I say that every time I use it. And I'm also going to use that same shade to highlight my inner corner. I've just taken that little Delium brush and wiped it off. For lips, I'm going to go with a nude lip because it's all about the eyes in this look. And I'm going to use the NYX Lingerie lips, and the shade is Bedtime Flirt or Lip Lee 08. Finally, a spray of fixing spray. This is the Berry M1. Because we want our makeup to last all night. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs it up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.